like to use it as my voice and platform for empowerment. I think it's really important that we can use some of our talents to do that. My name is McGeough and I make embroidery. I've actually started embroidery only a couple years ago. It was like my sophomore year of college, and I was home for the summer, and my mom was making my mom's always done this, but it was this time she had gotten like this big idea in her head to make everyone in the family some Christmas stockings. So I have it with me. This is the stocking that my mom was making for me at the time that got me into first cross stitch and then embroidery. I made a cross stitch series on the Abrahamic Covenant, and that was the first time I ever attempted embroidery, and I was not as happy with the product as I wish I was. So that just pushed me to like keep going and keep trying. This summer I just started doing my own thing, started doing the Women Who Made Me series, and now I have a small business on Instagram. The name cross stitching actually comes from like the type of stitching that you do. It makes an X form, and with embroidery it's more of like a general term that like includes everything, all kinds of stitching. This one's my favorite. I love the French knot. It's pretty easy to do, and it makes your work seem like more complex than it is. This one is actually it's based on a picture that I took this summer in McGeough, and so this is actually like the sunset, and this is like my grandparents' like they have like a beach house, and so this is like the beach that's right next to it. So I was actually planning on giving this to them. So my creative process is really long. So at first I have to get an idea, maybe like a saying or from a picture, or I'll see someone else's work and I'm like inspired by that. When I get that idea, I sketch it down, or I first write it down on a list, and then I take my sketchbook and I make this really rough, ugly sketch of it so that I can get an idea, and then I just kind of like take a few weeks to make that as perfect as it can be, as I can make it, so that when I stitch it, my stitching will be what I want it to be, like the same as the drawing. This is my Women Who Made Me embroidery series. I have Georgia O'Keeffe featured, Bjork. The whole series is women who inspired me. Some of them are maybe like music artists, or even painters, or activists and authors, or even just my own grandmother who just likes to garden. And they all mean different things to me. So this is cross stitching. This is not my design. I love the show, so I just did it for fun. I might put it on a jacket or something. This is my denim jacket that I spent all summer making. This one's actually a custom I'm working on. It's gonna be a banner. Embroidery for me is a way to cope with daily stress, with school, with family, with friends, with relationships, and it allows me to slow down and think about the next steps.